Hello everybody, this is Rebecca Jane from yogawithrebeccajane.com. Welcome to this 30-minute practice. So this practice is called Journey into the Heart. And it's a gentle flow, pretty much continuous, but we'll do a lot of standing poses today. Such as lunges and pyramids, but concentrating on opening up the heart space. So this whole practice is about making that connection between the heart and the mind, but really opening up our heart's desires. And that could be anything from something, going somewhere on an adventure, could be falling in love with somebody, could be anything you could imagine, but really getting right into that heart space. So we're going to actually start on our backs. Blocks you might need if you have a tendency to need them for pyramids and things like that, so have those handy. Otherwise, let's come down onto our backs. And you can either extend the legs and actually, let's do the Shavasana. I know that when you just wake up, it's like Shavasana already. I've just rolled out of bed, but here we are. And take your hand, one hand on your heart, one hand right there above the navel. And let's take a few deep breaths here. So getting into that, feeling that connection between the mind and the body through the breath. Fueling, nurturing, nourishing, all those words, that heart space. So getting the breath deeper. Remembering that visualization of that stream, removing obstacles so the stream can run smoothly. And that's what we're doing here with the breath. So let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then let's hug the knees into the chest. Bring your forehead to your knees, grabbing hold of shins or the feet, and just pausing but breathing. Deep breath in. So we're stretching the back of our bodies here, toning our tummy muscles. And then let's lower our heads to the ground. Just hug your right knee into your chest. Extend your left leg on the ground. Extend it forward. Stretch out that right leg. Hug it in and then straighten it. And then hug the knee again 3 times. So another 2. Hug your knee into your chest and then straighten that leg. Another hug. This time, keep the knee bent and just bring your forehead to your knee. And if you want to add a little extra, you can lift your left leg up, hover it off the ground. And then lower your head back down, lower your foot down, and bring both knees back into your chest. Lift back up, forehead to knees, holding onto the shins or the feet. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then lower your head to the ground. Keep your left knee hugged in. Extend your right leg. Just place it on the ground. Taking an inhale, and then as you exhale, straighten your left leg. And inhale, bend. And then exhale, straighten. One more time, inhale, bend. And exhale, keep the bend this time. And then lift your forehead to your left knee, and maybe that right leg hovers. And breathing here. Keep the breath flowing, even though you're in this kind of pose that's a little bit, it's harder to breathe in. And then lower your head to the ground, bring both knees in. And just hug them. Keep your head on the ground. Just do some nice little sways from side to side, loosening up those hips. Breathing into that heart space. And then let's cross the ankles and let's come all the way up to a seat and onto our hands and knees. Press back into a child's pose. Stretch through those arms. Let that heart melt between the legs. Stretching through those fingers. Breathing in. And breathing out. And let's inhale, come to all fours. Knees are under hips. Curling toes under. Lift your knees up just a few centimeters off the ground, not too high. Breathing in, starting to wake up those core muscles, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few little petals of the feet, bending and straightening, loosening up those legs, those hips. Spreading those collarbones as you're in this shape so you can get into that space. Journey through the heart. And then let's take a little walk to the front of the mat. Come into your forward bend. So we did a lot of chair poses yesterday. We're still going to do a few today. And there's reasons for that. It gets the heart rate up, so it's really good for the heart. And for the back of your body, stretching out the back of your body. So inhale, sit in your chair and reach your arms lift your arms up to the ceiling, next to your ears or in front of you. And then let's go a little bit lower and sweep your arms behind you and straighten those legs. So that straighten doesn't mean fully straight. Depends on your flexibility. As if you're about to leap forward. And then inhale, sit back into your chair. Arms reach next to your ears. And then exhale, sweep the arms back behind you. Straighten those legs. Do you notice you're getting that heart rate up? Inhaling one more time, reach up into your chair. And then come all the way up to standing, hands to heart. Taking a pause here, breathing into that heart space. Inhaling. And exhaling. Nourishing it with movement and breath. Let's gently open the eyes, reach the arms up, sit down into your chair. Bring your hands to your heart. Make sure you're not leaning on your toes, that you're leaning on your heels. And then just twist to the left. Your elbows are not on your left thigh. You're just doing a nice twist. Keep your hips squared forward. No movement of the pelvis. Inhale back to center and then to the right. Inhale back to center. Forward bend, fingers to the ground, fold over. Take an inhale, hands on shins, lift that heart forward. Let the heart lead the way this morning. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. As you stretch in downward facing dog, the heart is pressing towards your thighs. Then inhale, let the heart lead the way into your plank. And then lower the knees to the ground. Take a pause here in child's pose.
pressing back, the heart still open. And then let's inhale, let's come back to all fours. So from here, exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to do a spinal wave. Let the heart be the leader of this flow. So inhale, let the heart lead forward into your plank. Bending the knees, lowering the knees to the ground, lower down. Knees, chest, chin. And then inhale into baby cobra, hands next to your chest. Lifting up, this is a tiny, tiny lift. Exhale, press back up onto your knees, then downward facing dog. So I didn't do quite a spinal wave there. So roll up onto your toes. And then float forward through that spine. So round the spine until you come into your plank. Lower the knees down. Knees, chest, chin. Inhale into baby cobra, hands stay where they are. So you're just lifting, pouring that chest forward. Exhale, lift back up. Onto your knees, downward facing dog. One more time, roll up onto your toes. Take an inhale and exhale, round the spine. Create that wave-like movement with the spine. And then lower the knees to the ground. Knees, chest, chin. Slither forward, lifting up into your cobra. Stay here in cobra. And then let the hands hover off the ground as you press the big toes into the ground. Lifting and breathing, opening up your heart. And then from here, stay where you are. Just reach the arms back behind you. Interlace the hands above your bottom. Keep the hands off your back. Interlace. And then lift legs, lift chest, lift arms. Breathing in and breathing out. And then lower back down. Hands underneath the shoulders. Press back, child's pose. Take 2 deep breaths here, breathing in. And breathing out. Let it go, all the tension. Feeling the heart being fed this positive energy. Inhale, come to all fours. Curling toes under, downward facing dog. Bring your left foot towards your right foot. Right leg reaches back behind you, up to the sky. Stretch. And then open your right hip and bend your right knee. Bring that right heel in towards your left bottom cheek. Stretching into that right hip, opening up the heart space. And then re-straightening your right leg, reaching it, square the hips to the ground. Bring your right knee into your forehead, forehead to knee, knee to forehead. Round up like a cat, come onto your left toes, hold and breathe. And then step right foot to right thumb. Woo. Back toes are curled under. Straightening your right leg. So you're in a pyramid. It doesn't have to be fully straight. And then inhale, bend your right knee. Let the heart lead the way. Exhale, round. Keep the chest telescoping forward, even as you fold over that right leg. Inhaling, rebend the right knee. Exhale, straighten. And one more time, inhale, bend and stay there. Take an inhale and lift all the way up to your high lunge. Sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. So if you need to do this with your knee low, you have to lower your knee for whatever reason, feel free. Lift the heart to your thumbs. Breathing in. I don't know if you're sweating, I am. And then let's take an inhale and exhale, twist. The twist is the elbow is not touching the thigh today. We're just twisting, keeping your hips squared forward and looking to the right. Go deeper into your lunge. Then inhale back to center, looking forward. 3 sets. Inhaling and exhale, twist. Lots of work on those legs, right? Inhale back to center. Exhale to the right. And then inhale back to center. Take your hands to the ground again. Fold over that front leg. Take a deep breath in. Let the chest lead the way. We're not rounding the spine here. Spine is long. Rebend your right knee. Take an inhale. Lifting back up into your lunge. And arms reaching up. And then this time, open the arms out to the sides so that they're like a T shape, looking to the right. Then inhale, arms lift back up. Stretching. We're only going to do one of those. And then lower the hands to the ground. Step left foot forward. Forward bend. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then bend the knees, reach all the way up into your Tadasana, sweeping up, reaching, breathing. Hands to heart. Lift your heart to your hands. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's inhale, sweep your arms up. Let's exhale, forward fold. Let's inhale halfway, lift that chest. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Let's inhale, come onto your toes. Let's do those spinal wave. Lift up and then round the back. Come all the way into that plank. Lower the knees to the ground. Lower the chest to the ground. Lower the chin. Slide forward. Coming into your cobra, baby cobra. Pressing the big toes into the ground. Exhale, lower back down, press back, child's pose. Take a deep breath in, one full breath here. And exhale. Inhale, come to all fours. Exhale, curl toes under downward facing dog. Bring right foot in towards left foot. Left leg lifts up to the sky. Stretch through that left leg. And then bend your left knee. Open that left hip. Stretching through that hip. Through that right ankle. Re-straighten your left leg. Square the hips to the ground. Take a deep breath in. Left knee in towards that left shoulder, the forehead. Round up like a cat. Come onto those toes, those right toes. Feel into this. This is a powerful move. And then step left foot to left thumb. Fold over your left leg. So feel that chest is going to lift. Spine is long. And then as you bend your knee and then straighten your left leg. Fold over. 2 more sets. Inhale, rebend your left knee. Lift the heart. And then exhale, fold over. So this is where blocks might help you. Folding over your left leg. And one more time. Inhale, bend your left knee. Lift your heart. Stay here. Then gently lifting up into your crescent lunge, reaching the arms up. Bring the hands to heart space together in Namaste. Lower that right knee down a little bit. Lift your heart to your thumbs, breathing in and out. Then take an inhale. Use your exhalation to twist. Keep your hips squared forward. Just a gentle twist here. And then inhale back to center. And then exhale, twist to the left. some oblique work here as well. Inhale back to center. One more time, coming back into your twist. Inhale back to center. Lower the hands to the ground, folding over that left leg. Rebending your left knee, lifting back up. Arms reach up to the sky. Take a deep breath in, and then twisting to the left with the arms wide. I can feel my ankles. I think that might be from those chairs yesterday. Inhale, lift your arms back up to the sky. Lower the hands to the ground, step right foot forward. Forward bend. Inhaling halfway, lift your heart. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees, sweep yourself all the way up to Tadasana. Let the hands float to your heart. Lifting heart to thumbs, thumbs to heart. Breathing in and breathing out. Journey through the heart. Let's inhale, sweep arms up. Sit down into your chair. Lower the hands to the ground, step back. Downward facing dog. Let's do one more set of those spinal waves. Lift up onto your toes, lift the heels up. Rounding the spine, ripple down the spine till you get to your plank. Lower the knees down. Knees, chest, chin. Pause and then slide forward. Coming into your baby cobra, toes are touching the ground. Lift your palms off the ground, hovering. We're doing that one more set of those of interlacing the hands behind the back. These are locust variation. Bring your hands behind your back, interlace, squeeze shoulder blades. Take a deep breath and lift heart, lift feet. Hard work today, no doubt, but so worth it. Come all the way down. Slide your hands under shoulders. Let's come into child's pose. Take a rest. Make a pillow with your arms. Take your right cheek on the pillow. Open the knees wide. And then just switch, take your left cheek on the pillow. And then let's come up to all fours, onto our right hip, and open the legs wide into our straddle. Now you might not like this, it's uncomfortable for you, so bring those feet closer together. They don't have to be as wide as mine. Take your hands behind your back onto those fingertips. Lift the heart. Take a deep breath in. Let the heart lead the way. Bring your hands forward. Folding over. This is where some of us might want a block to place your forehead on. Toes are pointing up towards the ceiling. Now take an inhale, come onto those fingertips, lift your heart forward, and then exhale, let the back round. Inhaling, lifting heart forward. Exhaling, rounding. One more time, inhale, lift. And then as you exhale, walk your hands back towards you, lifting up nice and tall. Take your hand, once you're here, take a pause. And then take your hands underneath your knees and gently bend those knees, bring those legs together. Spin around so the feet are pointing to the front of the mat. Wrap your arms around your shins. Let's slide the feet forward. Let's take an inhale and exhale. Ease yourself onto your backs. We've come full circle. Hug your knees into your chest. Let your knees drop to the left. Spinal twist. Arms out to the sides. Turn your gaze to the right. So your heart is opening in the spinal twist. And then let's pick your knees back up. Give yourself another hug. And then knees to the right. Turn your gaze to the left. So the heart's desire, right? What does that mean to you? It doesn't have to be big. It could be just something small, something you might want to eat. Something you'd like to do, different. It could be just a simple thing for the day, for this moment, or the next hour or so. Let's bring the knees back in. Let's give yourself a hug, forehead to knees, hands to feet or shins. Does this feel different from when we did this at the very beginning, right? And let's extend the left foot to the left corner, right to the right. Get yourself nice and warm. Slide your shoulder blades down your back so your heart is open. Let the palms open towards the ceiling. Or if you'd like, you could take one hand on your heart, one hand just above your navel. The breath is now back to its natural rhythm. Let everything go. Relax. Shavasana. So you can stay where you are or ease yourself up onto your right side into your Sukhasana. Just feeling into that heart space. The journey through our hearts for this practice. Connecting with our heart's desires. I hope you enjoyed this class. This is Rebecca Jane from yogawithrebeccajane.com. Namaste.